Hey guys, so I wanted to talk to you guys about how I came across It Works. And it was just one day I was scrolling through social media, just like many of us, and my upline sister, who was already a good, she was a friend of mine, but we became obviously closer. She's also a sister in Christ of mine. She began posting these posts talking about, if you're interested in working from home, raising your babies from home. And I'm like, in my mind, like that's way too good to be true. And so some time passed and she kept posting about it, and it piqued my interest because at that time I'm like, this sounds perfect for me, because at the time we lived upstairs on the third floor. We've been living in this house, for about 4 years. I think 4 years. And our landlords here are obviously great. I mean, they don't want to let us go. But anyway, at that time, for those of you that don't know, I have 4 kids. I have Nathan, who is 11, Caleb, who will be 6 in February, Luke is 4, and Dean is 5 months, who turned on his tummy today, for those of you that saw the video. So at that time, Luke was 1 year old. Caleb was 2. So I was already a stay-at-home mom. Chance and I, we decided, let's keep them home. We didn't want to put them in daycare so soon. And so I'm like, okay, whatever, I can do that. And so at that time, I'm, looking through her social media, and I started liking, not only to support, but it really did pique my interest, because I'm like, because Chance and I were living so tight. We were literally living paycheck to paycheck. And so I wanted to know if this stuff was legit. Please don't mind my nails. I gotta finish painting them. And so I wanted to know if this stuff was legit, because if it is, like, I'm jumping in. And so, it just so happens, as soon as I was gonna direct message her, like, what is this that you're talking about, with working from home? Because I had never heard about It Works. I never heard about it. The wraps, nothing. I heard about other wraps, but it was like a water-based wrap. And me trying to be cheap, because, I didn't have the money to do anything, I just did my own wrap. I literally took a garbage bag and I wrapped it around my stomach, worked out and everything, and it didn't really work. And so she was asking me questions, just basic questions like, so would you and Chance be interested in working from home, because I see that you guys have kids. And at that time, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I was not homeschooling yet. So Nathan was still in public school. And so I'm like, yeah, that sounds great, but, I'm a little skeptic about it. Like, is this legit? And so my friend, she's like, you know what? I'll give you both time to do your own research. And when you guys are ready, you can direct message me, and then we'll take the next step after that. She didn't hog me down like most of our distributors. I don't hog people down. I like building relationship. I am a friendly person. That's just me. And so she waited till we contacted her back. So Chance and I, we were doing our research. She didn't send us no videos or anything like that. She didn't do any suggestions. If of course, if we asked her questions, she would answer them to the best of her abilities, and she nailed, like, everything. I mean, she's amazing. And so Chance and I, we were like, you know what, this sounds legit. It's super simple. That's the crazy part. It's so easy and simple, and really from the comfort of your home. It's not like one of these things where you go knocking door to door, in a strange neighborhood that you have never stepped foot in. It's not one of those things. So I direct messaged her. I told her, this sounds amazing. Chance and I are in, but, and this is a very common thing that a lot of us are stuck with. So I told her, the only thing is, it's $100, and honestly, it's not a bad investment. It's a very, very small investment to build your own business. It's just we don't have it, because again, that's how tight our income was. We were extremely tight. And so it was to the point that at that time, because according to the government, we made too much money to get food stamps. And so everything was cash, except for Medicaid. And so I had to, she gives suggestions, like, well, you could do this, like, so pasteles and stuff, because it was around this time that we were communicating. I'm gonna say about September, October of last year. And so she was telling me, it just giving me suggestions because she sincerely saw that I really wanted to do it. I just didn't have the money. And so I prayed as the woman of God that, God had created me to be, because I've just been that type of woman, lately, where if God wants me to do something, He will provide a way. He will show me the strategy on how I can do it so that I can do it. He's going to give me the tools so that I can make the opportunity a reality. And so what Chance and I did was I discussed it with him first. At that time, we didn't even get food stamps. We had nothing, like I said. So every 2 weeks, I would take $300. We would take $300 for food shopping, and so and food shopping, $300 food shopping is nothing with my children. Today, it's nothing, because again, back then I didn't homeschool. And so what I did was I said, Lord, I'm going to sacrifice. I'm going to take $100. And Lord, if this is your will, let it come back to me, Father. Let it come back to me. And if not, then at least we took a risk. Better to take a risk than, see other people succeed and then be like, what if I would have signed up? I would have been in that salary ranking that I've been dying to go for. And so we took those $100, and it was a big sacrifice because, again, every 2 weeks we would take $300 for food shopping. So we cut it down to $200. So I made the bold step. I took the bold step and I said, you know what? I have the $100, Marilyn, my friend Marilyn, and I don't know if she wanted me to reveal her name. I slipped. Sorry, girl. And I direct messaged her and I said, look, I have the $100. I'm ready. I'm ready to do this. I'm tired of living the way that we have been. Chance and I, we want to be able to take our kids out, and not, calculate and stuff and plan 3 months ahead. Let's take money little by little so that we can take our family on a dinner date. And, we haven't even been able to take our family on a vacation. I mean, it's like that, and I believe a lot of you guys can relate. So, she was happy because I was ready to take the risk for my family. And so at that point, I signed up. My business kit came, and I sold my wraps. I made the $100 back. So I saw the hand of God because I took the risk. I didn't just take the risk, but I said, God, help me do this. Whatever it is that I'm putting my hands in, Lord, bless it, because this is to glorify you. It's to glorify my family, but it's also in steps of I'm taking faith, complete faith in whatever it is that my hands are touching. As long as I always glorify God, give Him the glory for what He's doing for me and my family, God is going to bless it. And so I joined November 14, 2015. I've been in this company for a year. Now, I'm not going to lie, in the beginning, I slacked. I barely did anything because God made the way. He gave me the tools. He gave me the strategy. But then I slacked off. Because at that time, I was just, I was one of those, oh, I'm embarrassed. What if, they talk about me because I'm doing this now? What if I'm made fun of? Obviously, I've changed. The Lord has transformed me because, I don't know if you guys can see my nose. I look crazy. I have to finish doing them. But anyway, me today, I'm just at the point it's about my husband, my kids. It's about our dreams, our goals. I plan, and I know that very, very soon, I've given myself a goal. I won't speak it because I'm believing in God. I'm believing in faith. I believe that very, very soon, giving myself a time limit here, we are going to buy our home. Cash. I am going to retire my husband, and he will be working with me. That's his choice which I'm pretty sure he does, because he does not like waking up. He wants to spend more time with his kids, with me. He wants to go on family vacations. It's a dream of ours. So I plan on retiring my husband. I would like for us to buy brand new cars, cash, not finance or leasing it, renting it, no, cash, hours, bought. And I would like us to take family vacations. Wake up, just, hey, Chance, you want to take a week and go to Florida? We have no family in Florida, but these are things that we want to do. This whole, America, what is it, corporate America telling us that we have to work 9 to 5 jobs. If you want to, hey, that's fine. But if you don't want to, like, you're not stuck and you're not bound to do it. If there's something else for you, especially for moms, because of this company, I am able to homeschool and work from home. Am I where I want to be salary-wise? No. And that's because I wasn't working my business as hard as I wanted to. That's my baby crying, so I have to wrap this up. If you want to be successful in this company, you have to work for it. And the crazy thing is that just because you're working from home doesn't mean that the money's going to come flying to you. Honey, boo-boo, you got to work for the salary that you want. They give us the desiring ranking that you want. And you got to work towards it. You want it, you work for it. And this business is based on 3 simple steps. You join the party. Let me hide these names. You join the party. You find people that want to lose weight. And again, it could be family or friends. And trust me, if you don't try and present this, the products or the opportunity to people, you are holding back from sharing the opportunity with them, because you'd be surprised. Just like me, I was skeptic in sharing the opportunity. So hold on, puppy. And so you sign those 4 people up, and then you sign people to join your team. If you have family or friends that want to also make money from home, sign them up. Don't hold back the opportunity. I did it. I'm still doing it. And like I said, I'm working my butt off, and I know without a shadow of a doubt that I'm going to make the salary. I'm going to make the salary that I desire to make. I know I'm going to do it. So it's really, is it worth you being afraid or embarrassed of what people think about you? They're not going to pay your bills. Their opinions are not going to pay your bills. If whoever doesn't support you, if they mock you, put them in the back burner. If you have to unfollow them or block them, you do what you got to do, because it's about you and your family. Anyway, I have to go because my son is crying. But I hope this helped. It helped me conquer a lot of the fears. I've stepped out of my comfort zone. I feel great. I feel motivated and inspired. And I really, really hope and pray to God that this video blesses you and it gives you the motivation and the desire that you need for you guys to make that decision. Anyway, have a great day. Happy Friday.